What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with my three best prize picks for today. Last week was in fuego. It was beautiful stuff. We had 3 out of the 5 days, though I went 3 for 3. One day, 2 for 3, so that was a losing day. But then 3 for 4. I mixed and matched a lot of different plays on that Friday. Hopefully, you guys did too, because we were still able to make some money. And then over the weekend, Aaron Judge. Thank you. Byron Buxton, back to back. Thank you. Guys, I play a lot of different plays over at PrizePicks. These are my three favorites, though. This is just generally what I want to do is give you my three favorites, show you who I might be rotating around in some plays. As always, we want to correlate. But hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell so you know whenever any great content here at Odd Chopper is going live. But let's get to it, shall we? Right off the bat, pitcher fantasy score. I do think Max Scherzer's a little bit too high. I think I'll have some plays on that on the under. So again, when you're watching these videos, please watch them all the way through. If you're not, you probably won't even hear me say that, so it doesn't matter, and it's a moot point. But Luis Garcia, I like the over on 32.5 for him here today against Boston. It's just continually a watered-down Boston lineup. I don't really know what they're trying to accomplish here, but I do want to pay attention to make sure Franchi Cordero, Bobby Dahlbeck, Jaron Duran, Jalen Davis, all of those guys are there because they all strike out a ton. 30% plus strikeout rates for all four. JD Martinez, 23%. You get some guys like Verdugo never strikes out. Christian Arroyo Vasquez, very low strikeout rates as well. So be cognizant of that. But I think the pitcher fantasy score really makes sense to me here. He's had some up and down games. It seems like Kansas City, Oakland, he's had some games where it's like, why aren't you mowing these dudes down? But pretty good strikeout projection. And I think just with the way Boston's been playing baseball on both sides of it, and Nathan Eovaldi on the other side, just being an absolute homer prone, well, not even homer prone, just run prone human being on the other side, getting knocked around the ballpark in his first 3 outings off the IL. A really good chance for a win here. And that's where I think the projection of 32.5 is a little too low. If you get 5 innings, 7 strikeouts out of Luis Garcia. I guess that's a lot. Five innings, 6 strikeouts, maybe 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, something of that nature. You are in really good shape here for the quality start, or more specifically, getting that win against Eovaldi, who's been so bad. Look at it, 21.5 for a pitcher fantasy score. That tells you how far the mighty have fallen to a little bit. I will say I also like the over on Eovaldi, so that's disgusting to say out loud. But I think Luis Garcia is the guy that I want to roll with in terms of the over, just because of that Boston lineup. We haven't projected north of 34.5. Seems like a slim enough margin, but I kind of like this more than I like his. I like it more than his strikeout props. I like it more than just about anything else that we've got on the board here. And pitcher fantasy score has treated me very, very well here in the last couple of weeks. So we want to continue to do that. But shout out Max Scherzer, under a 43.5. I'm going to have tons of him in DFS, so I didn't want to recommend somebody that I am going to be recommending when I'm on shows. So that seems like an important caveat. Let's continue on, shall we? Because you know exactly what I'm doing, and it's a no-brainer. We've got Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo, DJ LeMahieu. Marco Gonzalez is very bad at throwing baseballs, and it doesn't matter if it's righties or lefties or whomever, the ball is flying far. And it's about to get 90 plus here in New York over, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's not going to quite be that here today, but Aaron Judge has a 451 xWOBA, about a 702 expected slugging. 60.7% hard hit percentage. He's hit a homer in what, like every game since the break, it feels like. Let me count this. This will be fun to do live. Let's see. He hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 homers in his last 9 games. Seems good. So we should probably correlate him. He's probably the guy we should correlate. Don't you guys think? I do. Type it in. So you got 8.5 for a fantasy score and 1.5 total bases. 8.5, he's projected for right around 11.5 for the hitter fantasy score here. So Aaron Judge, again, because we're able to play these again, he's actually projected closer to 12 over on Stochastic. Hello, Aaron Judge, 8.5 fantasy score. I will say minus 130 is his total bases prop. That was what I anticipated saying here, but we're going hitter fantasy score because, F it, we'll do it live. Looking at all of these guys together, we get the correlation play here. This has just been printing money. I've been doing lots of Judge. It feels weird recommending it because there's a lot of days where I bring it up at the beginning of a video and I say, hey, Aaron Judge, total home runs, we should do that. he hits a homer, and then like the one guy that I'm like, oh, well, I want to throw him to the mix of the conversation of my favorite plays. So we're just taking my absolute favorite plays. And those are the three for you today. Luis Garcia, the over 32.5. Judge Rizzo, LeMahieu, over of 0.5 home runs. And then Aaron Judge, over 8.5 for a projected fantasy score. Power play them. Get this correlation. I mean, you still have a chance of Rizzo hitting the home run, LeMahieu hitting a home run. Both of them hit home runs over the weekend. So there you go. And then Aaron Judge hitting like a double. Yeah, I mean, he stole a base too. I mean, he's just ridiculous. Paid that the man his monies. But the most important thing you can do, promo code AWESEMO. Get $100 first match deposit bonus on everything that has to do at PrizePicks. Look at that. It's behind my screen. It's beautiful, even though I'm very, very small on this left side of the screen. Such is life. Guys, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the MLB streets tonight.